I was reading my copy of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit last month. One of my friends saw this. He pointed at the book and said, "Ah, have you printed the book already?" And I asked, "What?" And he said, "You know, after the movie, have you printed the book? You have seen the movie, haven't you?" And my expression was more or less like, "Toastmaster, my dear Toastmasters, I had to explain that Hobbit was written in 1930s and the movie came well after the book." As you know, more and more books are being converted into TV series and movies these days. And the current generation is becoming more and more oblivious to the written word. And as Jonathan Present once said, for each reader that dies today, a weaver is born. And we seem to be witnessing the tipping balance here. Two camps are being formed, the reader camp and the weaver camp, or the book camp and the movie camp. And there is tension. There is this saying, how would you know that somebody has read the book before the movie came out? He will tell you. He will tell you. Now, I am a member of the book club. I was quite fascinated in reading that I ended up writing something. Well, they were not bestsellers, obviously. That's why I am doing this speech right here, instead of being at Hawaii, sitting home and handing out autographed books. Right. Anyway, being a member of the book club does not mean that I have read all the books before the movie came out. In the case of The Godfather, I first played the game and then watched the movie and finally read the book. So I can say that I can give a comparison of these two. Now, selecting whether to read the book or watch the movie is like a selection that you have to do when you are choosing a girlfriend. Now, a movie is like a girlfriend that would say things as if you are a kid. Oh, see, honey, that hero has exploded the villain's hideout. That is fire that you see. See the explosion, boom, crash, clang. A book is like a girlfriend that would tell you from the pen of Wordsworth. Like a lonely flower, I floated above hills and vales, and all of a sudden I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beneath the trees, near the lake, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Now, everything else you will construct in your head with the knowledge that you have about flowers and trees and lakes. Now let me ask you, which one insulted your intelligence? And which one gave you the dignity of a person with a mind of your own? Now, another thing. A book is like a girlfriend that you can take on your daily adventures. Those adventures you can then later on use as stories in your speeches. Let me honor you with such a story. One day, I was reading a book on the bus. I was totally engrossed in the book. And then a bunch of French girls got on the bus. How do I know that they are French? Well, they broke my concentration when they were trying to sing. But then again, I was engrossed in my book. Honestly, I was engrossed in my book. I looked up only after the chapter was over. And then I saw it. The French girls were giving me this look that would set fire to the water, that would make Chuck Norris run crying. That look that Hera would give Heracles. Then I realized what's the matter. I was reading Mein Kampf, Hitler's autobiography. Now, you would ask, what kind of a girlfriend movies? Let me tell you a story. Some of my friends and myself, we went to watch a movie. And we bought the tickets, we sat in hall, the darkness fell, the movie started, there was an interval, the movie resumed, and the movie ended. That's all. Why are you all looking at me as if you were expecting a punchline? There's nothing. What's the point? Now, you may ask whether there are no bad things about books. Well, there should be. Otherwise, everybody would be reading books instead of watching movies. Now, the thing is, books need something that would make most people shun relationships. Books need commitment. For the same story, a book might need months when the movie will be over by 2-3 hours. But as as an avid reader, I can tell you that that commitment pays off. The depth of the plot and the detail of the characters that you get is unparalleled. But there's a flip side for everything that I have said so far. Because I know some people who are not actually avid readers, have started reading just because of movies, TV series, and TV series. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Game of Thrones are good examples of that. Now, as the final phrase, what I have to say is it should not be a competition. Written word has been around for 6,000 years, and movies have been around only for a century. But one thing is for sure, the saying that you should not judge the book by its cover should be now altered as you should not judge the book by its movie. Okay.